Oh no! Funny thing happened to me on the way to this review today. I was so excited about reviewing these that I forgot to turn on the sound, so today you're not going to be able to see me pull these out of the package. Today we're going to be reviewing the Mattel Retroaction DC Superheroes. Now, we're looking at Wave 4. A couple interesting things about this card as you look at it. Now, these are the 4 guys in the wave. We've got Captain Marvel, Shazam, or Captain Marvel, Black Adam, Darkseid, and the Martian Manhunter. This is the first time that I know of that when they did this, that they listed the 4 pictures here were actually all 4 in the wave. Usually it's 3 and then 1 from another wave, generally the next coming wave. On the back you can see some of the vintage art with Darkseid, Martian Manhunter, Black Adam, and of course Shazam. Now, we're going to start off with Black Adam. Now, I will tell you this right out of the gate, that I was really kind of surprised with the fact that on his, I don't know if you can see it on here, but there was a piece of his gold missing off of his lightning bolt. This is a brand new figure right out of the gate, and this is a problem. I do not understand this. I don't understand why they can't fix their quality control. I do like the gold accompaniments here. I like the gold, his wrist cuffs. The boots are kind of nice. They've got the strip down the line down the middle like they kind of do in the comics. It's a little off center, but that's okay. Now let's talk about the sculpt. This sculpt just looks a little weird to me. It looks a lot like Spock's present or something. He's got the ears on the sides. Now I got a question for you. He's from ancient like Egypt or Kahandu. Was this something that we don't know about with these guys, that way back then that they had pointy ears? Why has he always had pointy ears? Did the evil turn them pointy? But anyway, I think it's just a weird sculpt, but I can buy that this is the way that they would do them back in the 70s. So I'm not going to harp on them too much. I think it could have been a little bit more fleshed out. I would have liked to have seen it a little bit thicker. Now, one thing I did notice, and it was kind of funny in the other review, it's a shame that we didn't have any sound to it, is I was trying to make him fly, but he still does this. But this time it is not the chest, it is in the joints, which is surprising since they still have a bit of thunder thigh going on. All in all, it's a pretty cool figure. Now, let's look at his replacement, Black Adam's replacement, and that's Captain Marvel. I like the way that the uniform comes off to the side. The boots also are gold, and they have the line down the middle. On the cape, I like the fact that the cape is white and not yellow. I like the fact that it has a very distinct fold over, but not only is it white, but it's got the gold trim, and it's even got the gold moles down the side. Now, this is, to me, that's really a step up. That's very cool. Really adds something to the figure. I mean, it looks great all the way around. Now, the sculpt, I was talking to them at Toy Fair, and they explained to me that they wanted to do the vintage look, you know, where he's got the squinty eyes, like he's looking like this, but it's incredibly hard to sculpt. And so this is what they came up with. You know what? I can go ahead and buy that. I mean, it's a little, I think it's a little off, but I think I can go with it. I mean, I really think that they're doing a whole lot better. One thing I thought was so very strange about this is, look at the height difference in these two. I mean, Captain Marvel could be a Teen Titan. I mean, he's not supposed to be Billy Batson. He's supposed to be Cap. But anyway, it's just kind of wild that there's that much of a height disparity. All in all, it's a very good figure, though. Now, next up is Darkseid. Now, Darkseid, as you notice on the back of the box, has a cape. He does not have a cape here. He's got the little emblem in the middle. He does not have that here. Now, first off, let me say that I think that they need to go ahead and do a body like they did with Mixelplick and Mixespitalik and the Penguin. How could I forget the Penguin? This one is basically just a padded body in the front. He's got a little padding on the arms to make him a little bit thicker. I think that's the cheap way out, guys. Now, his gloves will come off, but I did not want to pull them off because his arms being padded, I think it might be too difficult to put on. The face sculpt, I kind of like it. I can buy that this is the way they do it in the 70s. It's funny looking, but you know, it looks almost like the way that sometimes he was drawn on Superpowers, like his face was kind of crushed together. And he really looks ticked, doesn't he? Now, let me tell you something I'm going to give him a serious knock for, and Puck, you can't get on to me for this. He's got a flag out of his butt. Is this some sort of thing that says, I don't know, telling us a little bit about him or what? I can't really tell what it is. But what is this, like a flag so that when he passes gas everybody knows it or can breeze it away? I mean, that's why? Why? Why not have that cut off somewhere? Why do you have to do that? Or is there so much padding in him that he's a pillow and so they have to have that do not remove thing? Is that what this is? Why couldn't somebody at the factory have cut this off? I don't know if that's that way with everyone's. But anyway, the tunic would come off. I think the belt is separate, so you could pull the blue tunic off and you'd have the gray body. You can tell that his body is gray underneath right there. I don't know if you can actually get to the padding or not. I'll tell you one thing I really, really like about this figure, though, and I'm extremely impressed. It's his boots. They did his patented little scallop top on his boots. Look at that boot. I mean, come on. You've got to give them props for that they went to all that trouble. That is so cool. I mean, that is so very, very nice. They're not going to be able to use this with another figure that I can think of, unless they started redoing the knights and stuff, but I mean, look at that. That is just something else. It's also got some articulation. Oh, maybe it's just he's turning. I'm not sure what's going on. But those, I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that. I mean, really, those are excellent. So anyway, now, finally, in this line, you're going to have John Jones, the Martian Manhunter. I think that this is near of a perfect figure as you can get and still try to stick with the 70s. I think that the cape feels a lot like the original fabric that was on cape. I like the fact that they gave us the fold over for his collar, but look at that face. I mean, I don't know how you could get any better than that. I mean, he's got the red eyes. He's got the features. Now his belt is vinyl. He's got his signature clamshell or seashell belt buckle. He's got the blue breeches that are those hooked to his, yeah, those are actually hooked to his green leggings. These boots, they've been used before, but I couldn't remember which figure it was that they used. But this is a great figure behind, you can see there, like with that. This is a great, great figure. I mean, for what it is, I think it'd be nice if he could fly, but he's got the gold line. They really did. This is a very, very cool figure. Now, it's a very, very simple figure. I understand that. But this is a very, very cool figure. Now, with Darkseid, he's obviously taller than John. Black Adam must be like the giant of the DC universe because he's taller than them. And then we have the midget Captain Marvel. Well, there you have it for Wave 4 of the DC or the Retro Action DC superheroes. These are kind of neat figures. I think they are improving. I think this is far and away better than anything they've done in this line so far. I would actually encourage you to buy these. I think these are worth owning and worth having. And so take a look at them. Make sure you look at our pictures at our site, aftimes.com, where I'll give you some close-ups and some other phone stuff and the Batman interlude. But all in all, hey, I do have a question for you. Martian Manhunter, right? If he goes intangible, why can't he like reach into Darkseid's head and pull his brain out? Or solidify his hand and scramble his head? Or rip out his heart? I mean, even the Omega beams can't touch him with that. I'm just saying, I mean, what if John finally just got fed up with him and just started toasting people? But anyway, there's that. That's just the fanboy in me. Sorry, guys. That's just the way I am. This is Doc Owen reminding you to be extraordinary. I'll see you next time. ActionFigureTimes.com.